Welcome to my channel. If you want orchids to always grow healthily, blooms, many bright and long-lasting flowers. Stay with us until the end of this video. Today, I will share with you an organic fertilizer. Helps you take good care of your orchids. If you're new, subscribe to the channel so you don't miss any tips on how to grow and care for orchids. To make this fertilizer, use rice. Take 3 spoons of rice. Put it in the jar. Next is beer. You can use any type of beer or leftover beer after each fun session. You pour 100 milliliters of beer. Pour into jar. Add 500 milliliters of water. And finally, sugar. Add 1 teaspoon of sugar to the jar. Stir well to completely dissolve the sugar into the solution. Cover and incubate for 24 hours. After 1 day, you stir the mixture well. Filter the solution. Dilute further with 2.5 liters of water to get a very good fertilizer for orchids. Method 1. You water each orchid with this fertilizer. This fertilizer contains high nutritional content. After soaking into the substrate, it will create an energy source for orchids. This will be a clean form of fertilizer to help orchids grow better. It also creates conditions for beneficial microorganisms for plants to grow strongly. Helps promote a nutritious living environment for orchids. It stimulates the plant's root system to grow healthily. Create conditions for plants to bud, branch, and bloom more. Flowers will be brighter and last longer. Watering your orchid every 2 weeks using this method will be very good for the plant to grow. Method 2. You pour this liquid fertilizer into a spray bottle. And water the entire orchid with mist. This fertilizer will help repel insects that are harmful to orchids, such as bees, snails. Protects the safety of all orchids to grow healthily. It also helps regulate stable growth for orchids. Helps restore and grow even the weakest plants. Will also grow and bloom extremely beautifully. You water orchids every 2 weeks using this method. And you will see the difference after only 1–2 months. Hopefully, the above information will help you in the process of caring for orchids at home. To have a healthy orchid garden that blooms all year round. Today I will share with you a very good organic fertilizer for orchids. Helps orchids develop comprehensively with new, strong, plump roots. Fresh, green, sturdy leaves. Promotes plants to bud, germinate, and bloom brilliantly. If you are new, please subscribe to the channel so you don't miss any tips on how to grow and care for orchids. To make this fertilizer, I use garlic. Finely chop 2 cloves of garlic. Put it in the blender. Next are tomatoes. With rich nutritional content, tomatoes are always the perfect choice. So you can take care of orchids at home simply and effectively. You use 30 grams of tomatoes. Cut into small pieces. Put it in the blender. Add 0.5 liters of water. And puree. Then, you filter out the residue. Dilute further with 2.5 liters of water. Method 1. Use cotton to absorb the solution. Clean both sides of the orchid leaves. Thanks to the antioxidant and antibacterial properties of the nutrients in this fertilizer, will help cure diseases on orchid leaves and prevent harmful insects from coming near. Leaves will always be protected to grow green and healthy. You fertilize orchids once a month this way. Method 2. You fertilize the base and roots of orchids with this fertilizer. Tomatoes are rich in potassium, calcium, phosphorus, with rich content of vitamin A, B, C. Helps supplement some hormones to promote strong growth of roots, leaves, and flowers. When orchids are cared for with tomatoes, they will grow very quickly and healthily. This type of fertilizer also has the ability to retain water. Helps maintain necessary moisture for orchids. You fertilize the orchid every 2 weeks using this method to help the orchid grow healthily. Method 3. You spray this fertilizer over the entire orchid. You need to spray both the top and bottom of the leaves evenly. You can do this for orchids every 2 weeks. This method also helps keep the leaves clean of dirt and insects. It also helps supplement orchids with many essential nutrients and vitamins. 4–5 hours before feeding orchids, you should water the plant sufficiently, so that plants can absorb more nutrients and faster. With these simple methods, your orchids will always be healthy. With sturdy, bright leaves. The new roots are many and healthy. Promotes plants to bud and bloom more with brilliant flowers on the branches. Dear friends, don't forget to like and share the video with relatives and friends. Thanks a lot. Goodbye and see you again.